Hi friends, welcome back to Social Emotional Storytime. Today we are going to be talking about self-regulation, which means kind of controlling when you feel like you really need to do something but you know you're not supposed to. It's controlling that, the urge to do something that you shouldn't do. So the first thing that we're going to do is start out with our mindfulness body scan. So the last story time we did a breathing technique to help calm us down. This is another technique you can use to calm yourself down if you're feeling nervous or you're feeling really excited about something but you know you need to calm down. That's what we can use today is our mindfulness body scan. So if you have the printable that was attached to the video, you can go ahead and print that out and follow along. But I will talk about each one and we'll kind of practice together using the technique. So the idea is that we're thinking about what the different parts of our body are doing at certain times. So when we really focus in on what we're doing, right now when I'm calm and I can maybe close my eyes and just kind of imagine what my body is doing at the time, that's what we're going to do. We're going to focus on each individual body part. So you can do it with me because sometimes we'll have something for your body part to do. So the first one says move your head from side to side. So you can close your eyes, move your head from side to side. And we're going to raise our eyebrows. So think about what your eyebrows are doing. Now what do your ears hear? Think about what your ears are hearing right now. Right now I just hear the fans. We're going to blink our eyes. Think about what your eyes see right now. Look around. We're going to stick out our tongues. And now you can twitch your nose. And let's wiggle our fingers. You can maybe take each one, wiggle it. Now we're going to your shoulders, so raise and lower your shoulders. Now you can't see my toes, but I'm going to wiggle my toes. And you can wiggle your toes. And you can't see my knees, but now I'm going to bend my knees. So that exercise just kind of brings awareness to our different body parts, thinking about what each one is doing so that we can focus on our bodies and how we're feeling, how each body part is feeling when we're feeling a little anxious or excited, kind of bring us back to the moment. So that's an activity you can do when you're feeling stressed. Today we're going to read a book called No, David, and you might have read this book before. David needs a lot of help with self-regulation. So sometimes he does activities and different actions that he shouldn't do, that he knows he's not supposed to do, but he does them anyways. So let's see what kind of actions David is taking, and afterward we'll think about how David could have controlled himself a little bit better. David's mom always said, "No, David." Think about if your parents are always telling you no. "No, David." He's trying to get the cookie jar. "No, David, no." He's tracking mud all over the house. "No, no, no." Look, water splashing everywhere. "Come back here, David." David doesn't have any clothes on. "David, be quiet." He's banging pots and pans. "Don't play with your food." Do you ever hear your parents say that at dinner time? "That's enough, David." He's eating all that food. He's not controlling his food. "Go to your room." How do you think he might be feeling here? He looks a little bit angry that they've told him to go to his room. "Settle down." Look at him jumping up, trying to be a superhero. "Stop that this instant." Picking his nose, that's not polite. "Put your toys away." Ooh, he made a great big mess. "Not in the house, David." He probably has been told not to play ball in the house, but then he did it anyway. I said no, David. How do you think he's feeling here? I see a little tear, so that kind of shows me that he might be feeling sad that he did some things he wasn't supposed to do, and now he's in trouble. Davy, come here. Yes, David, I love you. So even though he did all these things he wasn't supposed to do, and all day he's been told no, his mom, probably his mom, still loves him, and she wants him to know that she loves him. She just wants him to make better choices. So we can think about ways that we can make better choices when we feel like we need to do something. Like if I felt like I just wanted to jump off this stage right now, but I know that's not a safe choice to make, but I really felt like I needed to do it, I have to do something that we call the traffic light. When you're thinking about something that you want to do, it's important that you stop what you're doing before you do it. Think, how do you feel? Do you feel super excited, super anxious, scared? What is it that you're feeling? What do you want to do? Well, I want to jump off this stage because my body feels like I have to do it. But what should I do? Should I jump off the stage? If that's not safe, I could get hurt. If there are other people around me, they could get hurt. Or if I've already been told not to do it, I could get in trouble because whoever told me not to do it knows that it's not safe, and that's why they told me not to do it. So I have to think about what are the consequences of my actions, which means what could happen after I do that would be something bad. Something bad, I could get hurt. So that's why I have to act and choose an action with a positive outcome. So a positive outcome means something good that would happen. So instead of jumping off this stage, I could walk off the stage because I know that that's safer. And even though I really felt like I wanted to do that, I thought in my brain about how it would not be safe, and I chose to do something that was safer. So if you printed out this printable, you could hang it up so that you can remind yourself. Sometimes we need a visual, which means something to look at that will remind us how we should behave. So this could help you to remember anytime you feel like you need to do something that you probably know you shouldn't, stop, think, and then act based on what is a safer choice that would be good for everyone around you. And if you remember from last story time, we talked about the zones of regulation. So the blue zone, we could be feeling scared or sad or a little bit just blue or tired. The yellow zone, maybe we're anxious or scared or nervous about something, or maybe we're a little bit excited and we feel like we can't control our bodies. And then the red zone, when our bodies feel really out of control, we're very angry or we're very excited. So we talked about how we want to get back to that green zone. And this time we have some tools to self-regulate, which means control our actions. So these are some strategies you can use to get back to this green zone. So we've got a nice little toolbox here full of tools that you can try when you're feeling like you're in each different zone. So if I'm feeling like I'm kind of sad, I could ask for a hug. It's important that you ask for a hug because you don't want to hug somebody that is feeling like they don't want to be touched at that moment. So if you ask for a hug and they say yes, then you can go ahead and hug. Or maybe I'm feeling hungry and I don't even realize, because sometimes I feel sad or a little bit low on energy if I'm hungry, so I could try eating a healthy snack. I could try listening to music to kind of, if I'm feeling low on energy, I could listen to music that makes me feel like I want to dance. I could go for a walk to get my energy up. I could draw a picture if I'm feeling sad, maybe draw a picture of what I'm feeling. And I could think of something happy if I'm feeling sad. If I'm in this yellow zone, I could try a breathing strategy like the square breathing that we talked about. Maybe I'm stressed out. I could squeeze putty. If you have putty that you can that you have at home or at school that you're allowed to use when you're feeling anxious or a little excited. You could squeeze that, or a stress ball. You could try counting to 10. Maybe you're feeling a little angry and you want to calm back down. Count to 10. You've taken a little tiny break. Positive self-talk. Maybe I'm feeling angry at myself for some reason. Could tell myself, I know that I can do this. If I'm frustrated about something, I can remind myself that it's okay that I don't do it perfectly the first time. I could try getting a drink, and I could try talking to an adult. Tell them how I'm feeling, and maybe they can help me with some strategies I can use. They could help me choose a tool that would help me get back to the green zone. And then the red zone, a lot of them you can do any of these for each zone that you're in. If you're feeling anxious but you think that eating a snack will help, you could try that too. It doesn't have to be the ones that are in each zone, but if you're feeling in the red zone, maybe some of these might help. And some of them are the same for the yellow and the red zone. Like I could use squeeze putty if I'm feeling really angry, or a stress ball, that might help. I could try a breathing strategy to calm me back down, talking to an adult again, going for a walk to kind of take a break. We could also do some yoga stretches, which I think we might do a couple of those in another social emotional story time that we could try to kind of calm ourselves back down or make our bodies feel better. Or you could go to a calm place. I know that in some classrooms there might be a calm corner you're allowed to use when you're feeling stressed out or you need to just take a break. Or if you have a space in your house that you can go to when you're feeling stressed or when you just need some time for yourself. So it's important that we use these tools to think about our self-control and controlling our emotions. So thank you for joining me for our social emotional story time this week. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.